This guy's selling a stick. Wait a minute. This guy is literally just selling a piece of wood he found in his backyard and calling it a wand. And he's selling it for 10 gold? What's up, Roger Rose? Welcome back to the Daggerfall playthrough. It is currently part 42. In the last episode, we finally retrieved that note. We got ourselves some magic items from that vampire crypt. We've basically got some good questing done. Of course, we're level 15, been level 15 for a while now. Thaumaturgy is at 100. We still need to get the rest of our magic skills up. And of course our axe broke in the last episode, so I had to leave it behind. We only have our Daedric dagger now, which sucks. And of course I'm also going to have to identify the magic items I have on my person. So, you know, there's that. However, since I'm pretty sure we're not going to get a letter for a second, doesn't look like it. Hopefully I don't get a letter, like, as I'm traveling or when I travel to Auntie Claire here, because I'm going to head back to Auntie Claire, because I think we should, because did I make magical spells? Like, hang on. Just looking at my spell list here. Oh yeah, and of course I can't cast spells in daytime. So, did I ever add any new spells? I forget if I did. Well, I know we're going to need to train up anyways. You know, we definitely need to get better everything. I need to... You know what? I suppose we could, since I'm trying to train up all my skills. Actually, wait a minute. I just realized we do need to get a new axe. So yeah, I'm going to go back to Auntie Claire. Should be this building right here. The fact that I can just find that so easily. I'm going to take my sweet time getting there. I'm going to go cautiously. Take my sweet 9 days going there. And of course it'll arrive us at day and everything. I can hop on No Name here, and what I'm going to do is right on in. We're going to, I guess, grind up in a fighter's guild, since you can rest there infinitely. Actually, I am a knight, so I can rest at an inn infinitely too, if I really wanted to. But I feel like it would be more nostalgic to use a fighter's guild to crash out in. Yeah, there's the palace with the twin queens of Auntie Claire. I suppose we can hit a bank, see if we can get our money situation sorted a bit. Maybe we could take out a loan to see if we can get a good axe, because I do need a new axe. Ever since I broke my Dwemer one. It was a good axe too. Lasted us a good, like, what, 30 or 40 episodes, so definitely had some longevity to it. But alas, we can't have nice things all the time. Here, I'm going to drop a 2 save, so if my game crashes, it doesn't mess with stuff. Alright. Let's go ahead and go in here. I'm not going to cheese raid any of these shops, because they are, like, in my town, so, you know. I want to at least be generous in this place, you know. Treat my own town as nicely as I can, like they're actually my people or something. Because, you know, in a way they are. You know, they're kind of the only people that really accept me in and recognize my character as the powerhouse he is. Yeah, and it seems like this guy has junk and gunk, as always, but that is fine. Sometimes he has gold, sometimes he has junk. Let's see if this weapon shop has an axe. So, laid out in a practical and straightforward manner. All the items seem to be of adequate construction. Of course, I am level 15, so I should start to see magic items. You know, like... Oh, look at that. That there... Nope. Okay. Looked like a... Ooh! Well, there's a Dwarven Battle Axe. A Mithril Flail is not bad. Daedric Saber. So, you know, this person has Daedric items. Definitely has some good gear. Chain Gauntlets, Elven Shortbow. Orcish Flail. Mithril Dye Katana, Adamantium Broadsword. You know, definitely has some good items, just no axes. At least no two-handed axes, because I really want a two-handed axe. You know, like I could really use a one-handed axe if I really wanted to, but two-handed axes are always just better. You know, it's kind of the reason I put axe as a main skill, so I can have two-handed axes. And you don't have any two-handed axes. Why do you not? Alright. At least any good ones. Any ones worth using. Yeah, axes always seem to be the rarest weapon, especially the two-handed variety. But man, when you get a good one. Oh man, when you get a good one, they're good. Alright, so I checked the armor, I checked that place. I guess I can check around, see if maybe there's a general store I can get stuff at, because general stores do usually have a good bit of equipment in them. You know, like, they're not necessarily the stop for getting weapons, but on occasion, I have found that general stores can definitely have some nice stock when it comes to weapons. Here's a pawn shop. Just to check it out. You know, what's the worst that can happen? It's in soft music, soothes your nerves as you cross it. Each item in the shop is carefully mounted and displayed. Okay, so this is definitely one of the best shops in the area. And let's see here. So there's parchment, icon, oil, bunch of books. Oh, so they do sell weapons. It's just rarely any weapons. And oh, look at that, a dwarven mace. Not like I'm going to use dwarven maces, because I don't use blunt. Seems like I really dropped the ball in this one by having Daedric Daya Katana. See what I mean? Like, yeah, I really dropped the ball not having long blade or blunt as a major skill or a primary skill. But alas, I'm going to roll with the punches. You know. Because after all, short blades are a good fallback weapon anyways. They're nice and fast, and you get a really good one at the start of the game, and yeah, it seems like this shopkeeper also is trying to screw me over. With his weirdly two-dimensional, yet three-dimensional loom. Yeah, I'll just take my leave then. 1 star! Never coming back! Alright, let's go ahead and, I guess, check the odd hawk shop up here. You know, it'd be nice to just check around all the different stores, and sometimes the ones offset from the main trading center is usually the better areas. Like, that's a straightforward manor, so has a low chance of better items, but, you know, can have better items. Alright, not bad, just not good. A wand? I'm surprised they have a wand here. I mean, it was an unenchanted wand too, so like, this guy's selling a stick. Wait a minute. This guy is literally just selling a piece of wood he found in his backyard and calling it a wand. And he's selling it for 10 gold? Sir. You are evil. Like, selling a wand for 10 gold and it's not even enchanted. I just realized how ridiculous that is. Alright, Mithril Mace, you know, like, this guy has some good stock. You know, I should really check out the pawn shops more often. Yep, ring, hey, at least a ring is more, you know, understandable. Like, you could definitely buy a ring to engage to someone with, or, you know, buy a ring for yourself if you want to look fancier or something. But, you know, it's at least a little more understandable than a literal stick you found on the ground and calling it a wand. Like, and selling it for 10 gold. Like, mind you, a septum is basically $1, like $1 US. So imagine if some guy walked up to you and said, "Hey, want to buy a stick for 10 bucks?" Like, no, I don't want to buy a stick for 10 bucks. Sticks are everywhere. They're like all over the place. Yeah, Locke has nothing to fear from me. What time is it now? Ooh. Ooh-hoo, it's getting dark. It's actually getting dark. Yeah, so that's the bank over there. Alright, well, let's check out the rest of these shops before we head in and I guess do a training session, get a bunch of our skills increased as much as possible for the innkeeper, I guess, gets mad and kicks a night out or something. Who knows? Alright, another pawn shop. So we're just going pawn shopping today. Alright. This shop is better appointed than many of its wares lie neatly on the shelves. Although not fit for a king, all skillfully crafted, so yeah, this is neat but not good. Yeah, he doesn't even have weapons in that shelf. This guy's selling leather gauntlets. That raises my hopes a lot. I swear, I should have put blunt in as a skill. Like, I'm just seeing, like, the game is literally just telling me, hey, you really dropped the ball on picking axe. Like, who picks axe in Daggerfall? Though I guess it does kind of get better in, like, Morrowind, where you can literally just Daedric broadsword, and I swear. Another stick. A stick for 10 bucks. 1 star, never coming again. Alright. Alright, so that's the Auntie Claire used gear. Just used gear, like... It makes me wonder if maybe some of that Daedric equipment I saw wasn't even Daedric, and if it was just used, you know, like, oh yeah, a Daedric Warhammer, why does it smell like dead things? Hey, is that brain matter I see? Hey, at least that means the gear works, you know, like, that counts for something, right? Alright, let's go ahead and head down this way. Just going shopping today. That's basically what we're doing. Did I miss one? Hang on, so there is a shop over here. Wait, is this a shop? That's... Why is there no sign? What? It's saying this is a shop. That is weird. Here, if I just... I'm gonna try entering it. Shop is well appointed. Okay, so... I've never seen a single shop like this ever, and... Oh, that would be why. This is not your usual shop. This is a library. Yep. Dr. Modrick's Book Center. Yeah, I dropped my addiction for reading. And oh look, another book center, but that one's actually properly labeled. Alright, we got a Knight's Hall there. We got another shop over this way we can check out. Yeah, just check out the rest of Auntie Claire, see if we can get some good items, maybe get a good axe. If not, we can definitely rest at an inn and just train up our skills, and then I guess we can go hit the Kosh Hall again and train up more. You know, I'm just trying to stop by here just to get my skills back up, you know? Try to get reappointed into the game, because, yeah, that's an alchemist, don't care. I definitely should, discover all the locations here, I suppose, at some point. It'd make exploring this area a bit, easier. Oh, there's a general store. First time I've seen a general store sign. cobbled together out of scrap lumber. Yeah, so this is the worst type of shop in the game. And this guy sells, well, a wagon, a horse, you know, usual stuff. Cloaks, pants, an adamantium battle axe. You know, so the crappiest shop has a really good hand axe on sale. Like, I guess I could take that if I really wanted to. It's just... Okay, how much for it? How much for it? I mean... Shoddily put together, huh? Alright, 5,000. You know, that's not bad. Here, I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, I got plenty of gold on me. I'm just going to use... I think I have a hand swap key bound somewhere. Here, if I just... There we go. So yeah, I can switch between axe mode and dagger mode. Yeah. Here, I'll just keep dagger out. That should at least, you know, keep me up for a while. I guess I'll use a dagger to conserve axe durability, because it's an adamantium axe, so it's a really good axe. It's a really good axe. So I definitely want to conserve the durability on that. I guess I could also, in theory, go raid like a palace or something, like one of the royalty places, because they have a lot of guards. That fighting doesn't count as murder, it counts as just dungeon delving. Alright, seems like this is a pretty nice place here. I'm going to drop a 2 save before I start my grinding session. Hail, I would like to take a room for 99 days. Hail, I would like to... Still rented for... Oh. Room is free for such a night as me. Okay. So yeah, I do have a room. Let me rest until fully healed. And I guess I'm going to do a bit of a speed ahead as I grind up all of my skills. Try to basically get everything up. Because, yeah, I definitely need more mysticism. So I'm going to catch y'all in a sec. Alright, well it appears as though I've raised my mysticism up enough that I've leveled up to 16. As you can see, we are fully decked out in full black armor. We just got ourselves mithril greaves, making pants, and of course we got our mithril pauldron, but everything else is basically just ebony. Actually no, we got mithril boots, mithril greaves, mithril pauldron, and we got an ebony pauldron, ebony cuirass, and ebony helmet. And ebony gauntlets, so you know, we're actually pretty well rounded. Alright, well anyways, we just got 6 points. I feel like, where to allocate them? That's the question. I guess I could put like 5 of them into agility if I really wanted to, though I still want to max out on strength. Because, you know, that'll get our fatigue and encumbrance up as much as possible. Oh, and yeah, I'll show y'all in a sec. I guess we can also put this last point into agility, so we can fully max that out before working on speed. Yeah, as you can see, a fun little glitch whenever you're using create item, you can surpass your own encumbrance, and the game just does not matter. Like, the game just does not care. Like, you can have well past your max encumbrance. Basically what it means is if you were to drop any of your items that are encumbering you and then try to pick them up, the game will just straight up say, hey, that's going to encumber you. Like, just outright. And it looks like we got 29 extra health, so not bad, not bad. That is definitely a really good level up right there. I'm probably going to drop another 2 save, because I should be more cautious with my level ups. I'm actually quite lucky it gave me a 6 there. And of course we got a 63 mysticism. I kind of want to keep grinding, and we still need to eventually get to illusion, alteration, and destruction, because those are only 25s. But you know, we're going to handle those after we get our primaries up, because we are a warlock. We need to get our warlock abilities up, baby. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue the speed ahead. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Alright, well, it looks like we just got ourselves a maxed out level up anyways, so I definitely don't need to reload here. That is really nice. So level 17, and we just got another +6. We're going to put all of that into agility. So yeah, we're going to, wow, we're definitely getting there. Definitely have a lot of encumbrance on us. Yeah, so that level up just gave us another 29 health. It looks like that's just the default, as we get an extra 29 health every time, which is going to be nice. Definitely getting a lot of mysticism. We're definitely getting very close. And I just looked up what all mysticism actually has, and wait a minute. Adamantium. And so, let's see here. 8 to 18, 13 to 18. Yeah, so our dagger deck technically does more than our battle axe. Though I guess I'll just keep axe for a good hit chance. But anyways, back to the grind. I'm going to have to catch y'all after the speed ahead. I want to go all the way up to 95. Alright, well, it looks like we've managed to finally level up once again. got 5 levels, but that's not too shabby. We still maxed out our agility. Got endurance, agility, intellect, strength, all maxed out. Next skill I'm going to max out speed, if I can max that out. Yeah, as you can see, we had 495 health already. Oh, wow. We have a lot of weights in just sheer axes. And it seems like we're literally just 2 mysticism levels away from... Oh, wait. Is this ebony? Ooh, 10 to 20. That's a little better. Hang on. Oh, shoot. Hang on, tell you what. I'll unequip my Daedric Dagger from that hand, put it in the other hand. So if I just scroll to the bottom... It's probably going to be at the bottom. Yeah, as you can see, we definitely have a few axes. Definitely have a few axes we can sell. Alright, there we go. Got ourselves some good equipment up. Yeah, we just got 2 levels of mysticism left to grind up. This episode is very long, and honestly, it's just mostly me just sitting in this room chanting as I just summon a bunch of items into existence just to grind up. And here, let's see here. So currently, we are considered superhuman. We are a superhuman genius. Alright, let's see here. We are a superhuman genius acrobatic immortal. A superhuman genius acrobatic immortal. That is Morgardreth, the powerful almighty, with our black axe and our red dagger. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do one last speed ahead before I finish things up here. Alright, and our mysticism is finally at 95. It is completely maxed out. We have maxed out thaumaturgy. Next we need to do restoration. Though we've already spent so long just making axes and doing a lot of speed aheads that honestly this episode is not going to be long for y'all, but it's definitely taken its toll on me. Just constantly just... like, literally, the whole gimmick of this was literally just press the cast button and then click and spam the cast button before resting. Like, it took a while, I'll say that much. But now, since I haven't really done much else progress-wise in this episode, I do feel like I can maybe sell up some of these axes, see what that can get us, and then we can finish things off by seeing what kind of beautiful spells we can make with our newfound powerhouse of mysticism thaumaturgy, because, you know, I don't think we've made good thaumaturgy spells yet. I mean, shoot, I looked down here and I didn't see a good reflect spell anywhere, so yeah, I definitely could use some new spells. And I mean, I'm about to basically make a bank here, and spells are weightless, so I'm going to definitely have a good bit of room. So it looks like this here is just bookshops. There's a trading post. Ooh. So yeah, even though there's Knights of the Flame up there, where was the Mages Guild again? I swear sometimes it just gets turned around. Yeah, the Mages Guild is all the way up here. I mean, there is this shop up here I haven't checked out, or I guess I have checked that shop out, and if I remember correctly, it was a jeweler or something. So here, we're going to, I guess we can go ahead and head back to the trading center. Who knows, maybe some of these shops will have reset inventories. Wouldn't that be great? With the friggin' 2 level ups. Because, yeah, the shopping center is just north of the palace right here. It's not too far, you know. I mean, it's right here. I may as well. Before I hit the Mage's Guild, of course. Because I am going to hit the Mage's Guild, like, right after I drop off all these axes and greaves. Because, oh, did I go too far? Hang on. Yeah, I guess I went too far. Huh. Wait, did I? I was completely turned around and I forgot to look at my compass. I guess that's another thing. The compass being in, like, the bottom right, you know? I'm used to either there being, like, a map with a cursor and all the locations being shown around you, or, at the very least, the way Arena did it I kind of liked. So they had, like, a scrolling compass that just kind of looped around the screen a bit and, you know, just told you which direction you were looking. Like, it had the east, west, south, you know, north, and it actually worked that way. You know, I kind of liked that. It kind of worked. Alright, now to hop on foot. Straightforward manner, yada yada. Let's see. Do they have anything new for sale? Nope. This looks like the same exact stock. Well, let's see just how much gold we're going to make from our little training session. And oh dear God. Yeah, this is going to, wow, let's see how much we get ripped off here, actually. Because, yeah, the way mercantile works in this game. So, let's see here. That is 78,850 septims worth of just straight gear. And we're going to get 27,412 out of that. So we just got ripped off, but, you know, 52,000 is still nothing to shake an eye at. Is nothing to shake a hand at or anything, because, you know, it's still pretty good. And I mean, yeah, that's a letter of credit. We still have robes? Where'd we get the robes from? Oh well. Yeah, but now we got a letter of credit. So I guess time to hit the Mage's Guild. I guess it is due to the fact that I was literally just over encumbered. I mean, look at that. We have an encumbrance of 91 out of 150. So yeah, the game was probably like, wait a minute, you're encumbered by a lot. Let's give you a letter of credit. And then it forgot to calculate the fact that it was trading out all that stuff for a letter of credit, I guess. Oh well, let's make some spells. Enough dilly-dallying. Time for magic. Time to see what kind of potent Daedric magic we can get our grimy little hands on. Alright. And it seems that person is back. The one I don't want to look at because I would have to censor her. Alright, alright. Let's see here. You're the spellmaker, right? You're the spellmaker. I'm going to drop a save here. Now, let's see how hard it would be to make some good spells, or I guess how easy. Let's see here. So, add effect. So, due to the fact that we are now a Master Thaumaturge and an Almost Master Mistis, I guess what we can start with is a Spell Reflection. Because we get good spell mirror. Yeah, you can see that's really nice. So, chance. So, we're going to have decent chance and duration as a start. I guess, you know, that, yeah, so, the casting cost is definitely pretty low. Like, let's see here, if we're level 18, that is a 95% chance to reflect any and all spells. Let me up the duration, I guess. Alright, I mean, this should be easy to just quick calculate. So, at level 18, what this basically means is, well, that is a grand total of 19 rounds, or not 19 rounds, 190 rounds. Every round is 5 seconds, so 10 rounds is equal to 500 seconds, or is equal to 50 seconds. So 100, wow, that is a lot. Hang on. Let me pop out a calculator, see exactly how quick, like, exactly how much we're doing. So, let's see here. 10 times 5 times 19. Alright, so that is 950 seconds. And if when divided that by 60, that is 15 minutes, and that is 15.8 minutes. So, yeah. We basically have a 15-minute spell of just reflect just about any spell. In fact, if I up the chance to 10, that'll make it 100% now, right? Because 10, 5 times 18, yeah, hang on. Yeah, so I think 15 is what I should do. Unless, hang on. Let's see here, so 18 times 5, that is 90. So yeah. This would be a 100% spell reflect chance. If that is how, if it's like truly multiplicative like this, unless it actually just adds advantage like most stuff. Alright, so yeah, and that's definitely an expensive spell, so the game really doesn't like that. Hang on. Oh, I would like to actually try and make something like that. Hang on. Alright, so let me get the duration up again. Alright, so this is definitely a very nice spell here. It's going to cost 66 mana to cast. Wow, isn't that nice? And of course I can set that to myself. I can change the icon to... let's see here. What's a nice mirror icon? Let's see here. Something nice for I reflect. Ooh. That looks good. Yeah, that's a nice reflection there. So this here is going to be... Hang on. Let me just see how many spells I got set up. So we have 15. So 15 is a Azira's Cure. We got Boethiah's Blessing down here. That's 16. We don't have anything above 16, so I guess we can start with 17. Alright. So we're going to start with 17. Alright, so starting off, we got ourselves a nice spell reflection. Man, this is going to be potent. Like, yeah, this is just going to absolutely melt our way through any enemies we come across. Alright, so let's go ahead and get... I think it was... Come on, show me the icon I liked. That icon right there. This here is going to be 17. Azura's Mirror. And I have some good spells that old Cinder Dreth had. Alright, let's go ahead and buy this. Has been inscribed. Alright, next up. Now, with Thaumaturgy, we get some good ones. Let's see here. I know we also get Silence as part of the other thing. Hang on. What else does Thaumaturgy get access to? Let's check real quick. Alright. So Thaumaturgy, the Great Grand School of Thaumaturgy, grants us access to Charm, Detect Enemy, or Detect, Identify, Levitate, Pacify, Spell Reflection, Spell Resistance, and Water Walk. Okay, so let's see here. That's going to give us... Charm might be good. I'm not sure what Charm does. Let's see here. Raises the caster's charm with target, improving caster's reputation. Ooh! So that improves my reputation, does it? That sounds nice. Though honestly, yeah, that does sound kind of dumb. Because I'm not going... It is on touch, though. I don't know. Charm... What would I use Charm on? That's the thing. There is Pacify. I guess I could use Pacify. Identify, I already have that. I'm not sure what Detect does. I don't know how Detect works very well. Guess we can test it out. Let's see here. I'll get all three effects, because there's Detect Enemy, Detect Magic, and Detect Treasure. So I guess we can get Detect Enemy. Let's see here. Caster can detect all enemies in front of him or her. Alright, so duration. Let's just give it a 10-10 duration on Detect Enemy. Detect Magic. Caster can detect all magic in front of him or her. Not sure what this is going to do, but I may as well just have this to have it, you know? And Detect Treasure. You know, it may be crap, it may be good. I don't know. I've never really messed around with Detect much, but I'd like to, you know? And it's only 35 mana, so it's not that bad. Alright, so this here's going to be 18. This is going to be, I guess Azura's Eyes makes sense. Azura's Sight. I like that. Azura's Sight. This is basically just True Sight for my character. Oh yeah, and a good icon for this. What is a nice looking glass kind of spell? Ooh, I like that as one. Alright, inscribed in the Grimoire. Alright. Now we got comprehend languages, continuous damage, create item, cure damage, yada yada. Let's see here. Levitate, paralyze, pacify. Now they can pacify animal, Daedra, humanoid, or undead. Alright, so pacify Daedra, pacifies Daedra. That seems remains docile. Oh, duration is the duration of the Daedra remains docile. I can't change duration though. That's interesting. But that definitely seems a bit busted. Here, single target at range. I can go around caster. On touch, at range. I guess an around caster wouldn't be too bad. Let me make it a cold pacification. I like the idea of that. Chill out, you know. Ooh. Let's see here. I'm going to call this Mafala's Truce, you know. Just a nice little pacification spell there. Just in case we come across any nasty Daedra I don't want to deal with. Like if we get surrounded, it would be nice to just calm them all down, you know. Maybe I can teleport out of there and stuff. Alright. Now, let's see here. What else do I want to have my grimy little hands on? Now, let's see here. The wonderful UESP says that we also get spell resistance with high thaumaturgy. So, I guess we could take spell resistance, though honestly we already have spell reflect. I'm not sure what having spell resistance would really do alongside spell reflect. Like, that would be kind of dumb, kind of useless. I don't know, maybe. Here, let's just see what the description for spell resistance says. Target resists incoming spells. Round target will resist spells. Ooh. Okay, so it doesn't really say much. Yeah, so chance of resisting spells, let's just make that a 100% chance. And I guess this here can be Boethia's guard. You know, just something to protect us. Just in case the mirror doesn't work. I guess we can apply both just to be safe. Alright, now, that there is the wonderful set of that. Now, going up to mysticism. What wondrous spells does mysticism grant us, you may ask? Well, we get comprehend languages, create item. We've used that for training, so it doesn't matter. Dispel Daedra, magic, and undead. That's nice. Lock, open, silence, soul trap, teleport. Now, soul trap, I don't have any soul gems. Let's see here. After death, target soul will be disposited into any available receptacle. How long spell dooms living target. Chance of imprisoning target. That's definitely I mean, if I don't have a soul gem, I guess it wouldn't really do much. You know, soul trap could definitely be cool to have. Wonder if I can just shove that into just about anything. You know, maybe use that to enchant stuff. Let's see here. So I guess we get access to open, which is nice. So we can finally get Mephalla's key. So let's go ahead and just get a 100% chance to open any door, which would cost 26 spell points for us. That is incredibly cheap. Wait. Unlocks chest or doors to the lock level of caster. Duration is instantaneous. Chance of success. That is weirdly worded. Oh well. Here, let's get a nice... There we go, that works. Alright. This here's going to be Mephalla's key. Definitely getting us some good spells in our grimoire, let me tell you. Oh, let me just delete that real quick. There we go. Alright, so we got ourselves an open spell. Now, what does comprehend languages do? So, caster can comprehend any written or spoken tongue. How long caster comprehends languages? Chance comprehending all of a language. Here, let me just get this up. Maybe I can get something funny going with that. Maybe I can like walk through like a centaur dungeon, pass by all the centaurs before stabbing them back or something. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Alright, so that's going to be 22. This here's going to be Sheogorath's Mad Tongue. Ooh. Sheogorath's Mad Speak. That sounds more interesting. I like that. Of course, some of these names are incredibly long, so they're definitely going to fit weird on my spell book, but that's fine. Alright, so we got water walking, water breathing, transfer, teleport. Let's see here. Anything else I may want to... Oh, alright. Dispel. You know, Dispel might actually be fun to use. Let's see here. So, Dispel Daedra. Causes Daedra to be dispelled. Alright, so... Here, I can get... a nice 100% chance to just banish Daedra for 78 mana. That is nasty. Oh, and it's just on self. Alright. Well, here. Let's do 23. Ooh. Mayroon. Hang on. Mayroon's Call. Just call the Daedra back into oblivion via Mayroon's Dagon. Wouldn't that be great? Definitely getting our Warlock powers up. Let's see what other good spells we got. I guess we could take Undead, but honestly Undead are easy to deal with by themselves. Negates magic effects. I could definitely do with Dispel Magic. Seems like that also costs a good bit. So 24, this is going to be, I guess, Mephal's Repulsion. There we go, that should work. Make sure it has a nice... There we go. Alright, we definitely got some good spells. I guess we can look for a nice absorption spell in the meantime. And once we get, once we get our restoration up enough, it'll definitely cost a lot less. And it'll be a bit more manageable. But in the meantime, we can have this in the sidelines. This could be... This could be... Mephal's Spell Eater. Alright. Got us some good spells from the Arena series and so on. As you can see, we definitely have a much larger grimoire now. We have Comprehend Languages, yada yada, Boethius Guard. Mephal's Truce is kind of funny. Yeah. Definitely need to get our other stuff up and running properly. And it looks like haste here is... I guess we don't really use haste the way we used to anymore, because we're definitely going to be upping our speed a good bit. And I mean, we're definitely running our runtime up a good bit. Yeah, let me go ahead and see about hitting the bank. Deposit this letter of credit, I suppose. I guess we can also sell these robes on the way. I don't know where I'm going to sell those, though. I guess we could also sell the Dead Man's Buckler and the Formal Lightning Cloak or whatever. Alright. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's 1409 on Mundus. Uh-oh. Here, let me drop a save before the game crashes on me. Because the game just nearly gave out right there. The game literally just almost gave out on me. That would have been so hilarious. Alright, well, anyways. That was some good spell making there. I feel like we're ready to re-enter Kosh Hall, grind up a bit more, bully some centaurs a bit, maybe look for a proper two-handed axe. Let me just right quick deposit this letter of credit and so on. Because I think I can just literally deposit all letters of credit and it should just sort itself out. And then I can properly deposit my gold with the bank teller. So yeah, banking. Draw the letter of credit, transaction amount. Hang on. Deposit a letter of credit. Like to deposit all letters of credit. Gold pieces in inventory is now 6,651. We currently have a good bit in the bank here. Let me deposit. Let's see here. So that's going to be 1,651. So we stay with 5,000 gold. Let's look for a house. If there's a cheap one available, actually. Yeah, I mean, that's the cheapest one from the looks of it. We're nowhere near that much. But hey, we're definitely getting there. We've got nearly 300,000 in the bank now. That's definitely nothing to bat an eye at. I mean, it's not all the money in the world, but we could definitely, we definitely have more than we did in the past. And I guess in the next episode, we can go to Kosh Hall, bully us some centaurs again, because, you know, there's literally just this one place here. Ruins of Kosh Hall up here in Sabates. Our old villain fort. And we got some new spells that would just be a crime to not test out in the next episode. Especially with all the training we've been going through. I mean, we have 62 restoration. We still need to raise our restoration up a good bit. You know, we could definitely train our short blade on some centaurs, that's for sure. Maybe get some stealth increased. Definitely going to need to train our lesser spell skills here that we never use. But you know, that can all be in the next episode. I do believe this is a good part to end this episode. This has been your bro Frostbrew, and I think I'm going to have to catch you on the next one. Later!